Hello everyone and welcome back to Ravenhollow. Looking at our beautiful tower that was finished in the last episode, I'm quite excited. Our settlers are also creating a bit more food supply just outside of our main gates, which I think will be quite essential in order to, keep all of us alive. We also have gotten a chicken last time. Really need to get a male chicken on the go so they can propagate. And that actually does remind me. Let's have a quick look. Do we have anyone? Oh, you guys are friendly. I did not expect that. Okay. This is on a hard difficulty level, which I did not expect us to have a friendly neighbor. But I'll take it. Let's actually send someone over. William, I think it is time for you to go. You can take Balto with you, because we can't tame him at the moment anyways. And then let's see what we could bring along to, well, make some money. Oh, we can produce more of these and sell them. 6 gold per piece. Oh, absolutely. All right, William, it's not time for you to go yet. Let's do that until we have, until we have 11. And we're also just gonna cut down the trees over here. They, still set to only deads. So, allow all, because there shouldn't be any trees directly in the path of the enemy as they are approaching our settlement. Okay. And with that, everyone is back to sleep. Cool. But, that's all right. We're doing overall okay in terms of our hay. In the last episode, I had set some up to be cut down back here, and they have harvested that. But let's make sure we're getting a few more in. Kind of prepping. I guess it's not really close to winter yet, but can never be too prepared, I would say. All right. Besides that, we're still smelting iron. Didn't think we had that much iron ore. But, I'll take it. Ooh, and this area down here is finally mined out. Awesome. That means I can add the remaining wooden beams in. We can already go ahead and keep mining out on the other side. That would be... I forgot what we had set out to do. But if we want to have a relatively large central area, so this would be 4 wide, which means this would be the outer part of that area. And then we can just go ahead and mine. Nope. You need to move 1 over. Yep, that looks good. So this outer part would then become our wall. Like the outside wall, I'm adding 1 more in here. And then we're mining away this as well. Perfect. And then we obviously need to add a couple of wooden beams in there. So our entire structure doesn't actually collapse on itself. So I think overall that is pretty good. Once this is actually put in, what are you actually constructing, Ava? Oh, the fermentation station is also coming in. I think we are making progress. Unexpected, right? No, I'm just kidding. All right, curdling milk. Not that we have any milk-giving animals, but fermenting fruit juices. Yes, until we have 100 of them. And at the moment, we do not have any berries for that, but that is also okay, because berries are incoming. We can also harvest some other stuff around. There are still no animals in this little den that I try to get out. We can actually guide them in there if we were to put a food source in here. Might not be the worst idea. But, don't need to overcommit right now. I don't see any other berry bushes kind of close by that we could harvest for additional berries. Kind of a bummer. There is a wolf running around. Maybe, Alan, I know you are gardening. Where are you actually gardening? Oh, you're still planting the trees. Alright, but maybe I will quickly take Alan away and have him attack the unnamed wolf. Bit more food supply, a bit more leather supply. I think that will overall be kind of nice. And that didn't take too long. Awesome. And that didn't work. Here we go. Prioritize hauling. There we go. All right. Our little fermentation shack is coming along too, which is good to see. They've also finished this area here. And actually, Abel, where are you going? Oh yeah, you are finishing this. All right. And now that you are done, you should be focusing on the wooden beams underneath. Also, another merchant has arrived. That's a bigger one. However, I don't see any animals that came with him. So I'm not entirely sure if that'll be helpful. We do have some flax that we can harvest down here. So let's go ahead and do that. Because that will allow us to also create a few more clothing items, and that will help our settlers survive a little bit longer. Anyways, Abel, we're all waiting for you to, well, do something. Where are you going? Okay, you are grabbing all the wood, which is nice. This is supposed to be cut down. We do have the 2 small trees down here. I guess that's all right. Should potentially also think about more long-term wood creation. Anyways, for now, we're gonna go and barter. We still have about 1,000 gold left, which is kind of nice. Let's see. Another bandit camp. Okay, we'll check it out. I don't think we'll be strong enough to do this. But either way, let's see what you got. A coin mint. Ooh, we can make coins. Ooh. All we need is a bit of gold. And I think it was worth it, right? Yeah. You know what? Let's try to buy it. All right. Do you have anything else of interest? I'm going to say no. I mean, the mining thing here could be nice. The research table would also not be too bad. But it also doesn't actually cost us that much time to create this. For now, we are actually selling our science. To balance this out, I'd rather... Ooh, that's a lot of science to sell. Let's sell... Let's sell 100 science. And do the rest with our coin. No. In case a slave trader comes, I do want to be able to get more supply, so to speak, for our settlers. All right, coin mint coming in. That is all we are buying. I think that is okay. You will acquire... Wait, what? Yeah, that wasn't intended. Here we... No. Too many. Need to give him a little bit more. Here, take some hay. There we go. Accept. Yes. All right. Coin mint. And I think down here is actually not the worst place to put it. Technically a little bit further away, right? So it is protected. We're going to clear all of this. Actually expand the zone. So all of that is in here. And then I want to store coins. and gold. Material, manufactured, gold ingots. There we go. All right, so once we mine a little bit of gold, which should actually be here and here, should we? I guess why not? Let's try this out. Let's get a little bit more of our economy on the go. Putting a couple holes basically in the ground. You are limestone, you're 100% gold, 100% gold. And then we have the two 100% gold pieces or areas here. Are you still? Nope, nope, good. All right. They have also finished building up the wooden beams in here, which means now we can mine sort of that inner layer out and put in the rest of the walls. And that will become, finally, our root cellar, where we store all of our food. Cool. All right. Maybe it is also already time to copy the shelves. So you're all set to food. You're set to everything. You're set to food. Do we have... You should be just set material. You should actually not be set to everything. But we can now already set you to just seeds. And then we can store our seeds in that root cellar. On the far end, this will be kind of our seed wall for now. Nope. Didn't mean to go that high. Here we go. And then we relocate you into that base here. Perfect. And then I just need to figure out... We could leave that side of the wall open as a passageway and then create sort of double layers for people to walk through here. I don't mind that idea at all. So let's go ahead and copy these. The ones that store just food for us. And then we're placing them already all the way down here. Yep, jump through, cool. There we go. Sometimes hard to handle. Alright, this will become another one, but I want to wait until they mine the stuff out. This is another passageway. If we have another passageway here, this will become food storage. Then this should become food storage. And that is actually the wall, which makes a ton of sense. Alright, however, we don't need these two, because we will just move the ones that we have in our... No, actually, let's keep the ones that we have in our kitchen. So we have a local food supply they can utilize in order to cook, and then they don't need to walk that far, making cooking a little bit more efficient, which, you know, definitely appreciated. Alright. I also wanted to quickly check the other bandit camp is here. Yeah, we're also not gonna go after them. So my guess is it's not worth looking at bandit camps until you have a properly sized group to actually head out and try to take them down. All right. Oh, look at that. They're already building the shelves. I would prefer for you to build the walls instead of the shelves, but, you know, guess I can't be picky. Either way, that's fine. You are still making iron ingots. Whoever is making iron ingots. All right. Trees have started to spawn in here as well. I think overall, like I said before, looking good. Now we do need to get more dirt out to be able to plant all of this. So let's go ahead after all and mine out dirt from over here. And I guess we could just mine this like into a little, almost like side lake. Not the optimal way, because there are some limestone deposits in here, but you know, not too bad to get a little bit more material for us anyways. So I'll take it. We're also gonna harvest more of the flax around the entire thing. Makes me also think it could be good to get a little flax field on the go. Now it is noon, which means the sun gets all of these areas relatively well. And then if we select flax in here, turn all of this into a like bigger flax field, I think that'll be kind of nice. All right, William is getting better and better at mining. Awesome. Berries are also coming in, even if it's very slow. And that additional room here is also coming along very nicely. All right. We also need to make sure we set you to forever. I guess we don't need forever until you have 10,000 coins. And then we can consider using the gold for our stuff. I mean, we can always pause it anyways, so either way will be okay. All right, point of interest available. Yeah, I know. Still the same stuff. How is our cudgel actually coming along? We have 3 produced out of 11. Might actually just need more. What are you? Polecat? Björn? Nah. Not gonna have you run after the polecat. All right, let's go ahead, chop down some more of the dead trees. Forest rejuvenation projects, always good to have on the go. Actually, that overall doesn't look too bad. Let's also go ahead and harvest all of this. Where are you running to? Oh, we have more wood over here. Okay. But also glad I'm over here. Let's cut down these dead trees as well. And then we're, again, in a slightly better position. All right. Might also be worthwhile already considering putting down some barley. Now that we have a little bit of an outcrop here, basically. Just gonna place this many. I think that's fine. Carrots are also flowering. Cool. So yeah, everything is coming along. Again, not entirely sure why it just sometimes jumps me into like a zoomed version of everything. Might want to give that a try and have William mine these out. We do need, for every gold piece, we need 300 gold. So that should be 120 gold bars. And 120 gold bars turn into, I don't know how, I think that produces 100. So that would be 1,200 coins. Potentially. All right. William, go ahead, mine away. What's this? Is this also gold? This is also gold. All right, might want to dig that one out too. Okay, I want to make sure, jumped again, that we get at least enough gold. We won't get the max out. I forgot. Because obviously that is prorated based on your mining skill. All right, is there more gold underneath? It doesn't quite look like it. But that's... where did the gold go? Okay, now we do have 300 gold available. Let me actually just pause you here. Carry all of this. And you can bring it back into the storage, and then whoever is responsible for smelting can go ahead and then smelt down some gold. Cool. Wait, why are you back to 0? Manage. Ah. You guys are taking it over here to dismantle it, aren't you? Of course you are. Alright. We want only flimsy to be mined, refactored. Actually, I will pause you right now. Our ice is actually doing still pretty good over here. I'm surprised. Alright. They are mining over here. I might actually pause this again. Because I'd rather have them focus on this side, so we can get our root cellar, hopefully, in this episode done. Don't know if we will, but, you know, worth a shot. And then with the outcrops as they currently are, I should be relatively quickly able to figure out where I need to put the individual bits and pieces. You want to mine some more gold? I guess go for it. We are producing gold, and that means gold coins should be coming in pretty fast. Also then means I can remove the gold coins from over here, which again, kind of cleaning it up. Should also unblock all the seeds. You don't need to be stored on the ground here because we have the shelves down here already that are their sole purpose is actually to store seeds. Okay. So this is coming along and we have a beggar, and I learned from the last time. William, go ahead and talk to Marge. Please, Marge, don't run away fast enough. Too fast so I can't actually catch you. Keeping an eye on you. Okay, that looks promising. Here we go. Yes, we're gonna give you something. You're not getting our donkey though. So you probably want some food. Here you go. You know what? Take 2 roasted meat. Alright, accept. Yes. Hidden stash. Perfect. Jump to location. There's not a lot of money here. Loot stash. Distance 8. I'm still gonna send the caravan out. So I'm gonna send... Who am I gonna send? William, it would be nice if you could keep mining. So Abel and Alan, I guess so. Let's send 2 more. Let's actually send almost everyone. And then keep also the donkey and Tao. So we should be okay to mine out everything and carry everything back that we need. Alright, we're gonna give you all roasted meat, because I guess that makes sense. For some reason. Yeah, I don't know. And then we're gonna accept that. The only one left is William. But that is okay. Everyone is forming a caravan, and that will be kind of nice. Oh, they just dropped the cabbage on the floor. All right, anyways. William can keep mining this out. I like that. Caravan has left as well. Still need to get a male chicken on the go. So once they are back, we might actually take William and do some bartering with one of our friendly neighbors. Also want to make sure nobody's producing that at the moment. Oh, look at that. we have another few dead trees that haven't actually been selected to be cut down. So we definitely will fix that. Although I vaguely remember selecting at least some of them to be cut down. Either way, let's have a look at the region. You guys are doing okay. It is actually pretty close, which I quite like to see. And I'm really hoping that we have a ton of soil at our destination. And if that's the case, we can start mining all the dirt and finally create our farming area a little bit, you know, more properly. Settlers are becoming annoyed. I mean, dude, you have this entire place to yourself. Just go and play. All right. Summer appeared. I thought it was already summer. Yeah. Either way, caravan is at the destination. Let's go ahead and enter. Let it be something good. Here we are. There is a good amount of soil on the go. All right, we want to make sure that we are taking down all the buildings so we can grab them when we are, well, when we are ready. I don't think there are any hostile animals. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Which means none of you guys need to be drafted. Anything else that we kind of should be grabbing while we're here? I mean, we could grab some woods as well, but I think getting soil on the go, ooh, the nice area is actually not mineable. But anyways, here we go. Let's keep mining all of this as far as we can go. All right, and Abel, you are removing buildings. Everyone is kind of removing buildings. Alan, why aren't you doing anything? All right, and then let's see if we can actually... Can't take down the stockpile. Can I take you down? Nope. None of the building structures can be taken down. Let's also zoom actually a little bit underground. Look at that. Ha. I knew you were hiding something. And that is the School of Shooting pile. I guess fair. We have another banner, more banners, and a deer rug. A little bit of smaller bits and pieces. I guess that's okay. And from what I remember, I can actually just attack this, right? Cannot attack this. Wasn't I supposed to be able to attack this? Oh, maybe I need someone with a bow. Weapon cannot damage this target. Really? Alright, let's try this again. Something more in the middle. No. Do I need to... well, I won't be able to... Alright, you know what? Let's just mine it out. Where would be a good way for us to get through? I mean, I kind of want to close this off so we don't flood the entire thing. Should I care though? I don't think so. We could also go ahead and mine this away. There we go. And then we need to, excuse me, we need to make sure that we can actually build a ladder down there. All right, so Alan, I'm gonna have you cut down that tree. And then start mining this out. That shouldn't take too long, I think. All right, pause. Then we're gonna add our ladder in here. Go ahead and build that. And then we're just mining the dirt underneath out, which should be perfectly fine to do. Our donkey's just walking around. I guess fair enough. One more. And again, I don't remember if I actually need to put them on a different stockpile or if that will become just available for me. Spare room. Yeah, let's, you know what? I don't want to risk it. What if we do this? Hauling to the stockpile. Okay, everyone is now hauling stuff to the stockpile, I guess. No, everyone is equipping. Why are you sleeping, mate? Why can't I select you? I guess I didn't need to add it to another stockpile. Yeah, just to be on the safe side. All right, and they are still mining away on all the dirt, which is awesome. Any other hidden stashes in here? Why are you sleeping? It's 2 p.m. Come on, Eric. All right. Let's also just see. Nothing really else to do. Could actually set a bunch of them. Abel is rebellious now. It's 2 p.m. Why are you guys so unhappy? Why are you guys sleeping, actually? There must be a reason why, and I'm just not getting it. I guess that's okay. All right, I'm gonna stop with all the wooden or with all the trees. I'd rather them mine out the dirt. And you know what? I'll be right back. All right, and I am back, and weird stuff has happened. I feel like I was here way longer than I expected. People started rebelling for the most random reasons, but I guess that's okay. And now I can't even take them back. So that is interesting, to say the least. Let's still grab as much of the stuff that we can. Also even built a campfire to make sure you know, people can't sleep, because they slept a couple times actually during that time there. All right, want to make sure we get as much of the stuff as possible. We also got a good amount of food out of this. I can still take all this weight with me. Wait, is that everything? That is everything. Something was a bit broken about this, this stash. But bottom line is we got 118 soil, which is definitely good. And a bunch of more stuff, which, you know, also not too bad. So I'm going to go and say accept. I hope that doesn't mean the rest of the settlers are gone for good. But you know what? I think we're going to figure this out Not in this episode, but in the next one. So I am going to say thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.